everyone, it's Kelly and I'm here to share with you a 12 by 12 layout that I had created of my girls. And if you guys had remembered, I shared with you guys a haul that I did, and it included some papers that I found at Tuesday Morning that were 99 cents for like a 12 pack. Well, I used two shades of those paper cardstocks that I found, and I challenged myself, to create this layout using only those two shades. But for the background here, for this particular part where I lay it on, it's just the same, from the same haul, which is from Tuesday Morning, which was like $1.99, that pattern paper. So I used three different papers, but then I used mostly for embellishments the two different shades that I purchased at Tuesday Morning. And one of them was like a really light moss, kind of moss green, but more of like a minty green sort of. And it's this actually right here. So that, and then the other one was more like a really light gray, sort of kind of looks cream in a way, but then it was more towards the gray side. And then those cardstock papers, they are actually, darker on one side. So you can either use the lighter version of it or the darker version, which I thought was pretty cool. And it was actually by We Are Memory Keepers, and I found it. It was a good score. It was like 99 cents. And the best part was I didn't realize that it coordinated very well with the photo shoot of my daughters that I had done, and they were wearing their Jessa Abby Couture's headbands. And I make heirloom headbands. I don't know if I had mentioned to you guys, but this is what they are. And I know I was supposed to share with you guys a video, and I am planning to still open up an Etsy shop to sell those, which I still haven't, gotten around to it, but eventually it'll happen, and eventually I'll make an announcement video on it. But for now, let me just share with you guys this layout that I created, and basically I just had some spare time to make this layout, and I've been missing scrapbooking for a while, and I just wanted to get back into it, and this was just something that I had visualized, and since I was going through the papers and everything, and I figured might as well just make a layout. So that's what I did. But let me go over with you guys what I had used. And again, it was just using two different shades of cardstock. So no other embellishments. I made all of my embellishments and trims, as you can see here. And usually I use like, fabric trims, laces and stuff. But again, I wanted to challenge myself with this. So I just punched out my own and then die cut my own flowers, as you can see. And I'm just going to go over which die cut I use as well as the punches. So let's get started here. Okay, so let's start with the corners here. I use the Cherry Lynn dies, which is, let's see here, which is this here, which is the Lace Corner Deco D, and it's, there's the item number there. So I use this die and then this die. So for the corners, I use this die, as you can see here. And to adhere it down, I just use like a glue pen. So for the flower part, you see some of it here. And this is really pretty for like layering. Just love the way that looks. Okay, and then also for the border trim here, like, the paper trim that I had punched out there, I use this Martha Stewart punch here, which you can, I'm pretty sure can get at like Michael's, Joann's. And I really love this one because like I can, change it up, and basically instead of adding a ribbon, you can add a ribbon. However, I wanted everything to coordinate, and again, it was a challenge for me to create using only two of the cardstock. So that's what I did. And I just like, cut like a small strip and just looped it, every other section there. So there's a lot of like careful layering, that goes into this part here. And before I had put this piece down, I cut out a border strip of this one using the Cherry Lynn Anastasia border here, which is this one. And this is like one of my favorite border dies. So, I cut that out, and as you can see, it's not like completely 12 inches. This is a 12 by 12 layout, so I had to like cut two, and then I just connected it. So I had adhered it down first, and then I adhered this piece down. But before I did, what I did was I cut that piece out using this here, which is the Anna Griffin dies, and this is a flower layer die. Totally recommend this, you know, the Anna Griffin dies because they're so beautiful. Once you cut them out, you can emboss it. So it's really, really nice. And that's what I did. I used it, you know, I looped it in between those, and then I adhered it down. And then I just added like, you know, this rhinestone center there. But the cool thing about this die is you can also, you know, just cut out an individual piece and then use it, if you want, use it as a layering. And I'm trying to find like an example here, which I thought I had. Well, actually I do. So you can cut it out individually, and then you can even add it onto like your petals. So in this case, I didn't do it because I like the way that looks, but you can achieve it with a different, you know, style. So numerous ways that you can use that die. And let me show you how it actually cuts out. This is how it looks like. It's attached to one another. So that just gives you a better idea of how it looks like. And let's see here. So for this right here, I used an Anna Griffin die again, and it's this one. It's called the Flourish Medallion. Really pretty die, and it embosses. So in here you'll see like the very intricate details of how it embosses, and I love the way it looks. It's just really pretty. And I use a Big Shot, so these Cuttlebug dies, they still work. And I think they're universal, just like the other dies. So then I just put it on there, and I added the bow, which I know some of you had questions about how it looks like once it's cut out. And so let me share with you guys again how the die looks. It's a Sizzix Bigs die. So I can actually use this die here to cut, you know, like heavy cardstock burlap fabric, and it would work. So it's this die right here, and that's how it looks like once I cut it out. You can use it individually, or what I did here was I just layered it. So I layered the top design and then this one, this style together. So by itself, this looks like, it looks like this one. And then the other one is more like this one here. So this just gives it a different look. I used two different tails. Well, two of the same tails actually. So it's this one. But you can mix and match it. You can create numerous styles. So definitely it was such a great buy. I'm glad I got this die. Okay, and then, oh, let me share with you guys another one I created. Another different style here. So you can use it with this tail or like, you know, the other tail. And in this case, I just added like two of the same one just to give it that nice layered look. Okay, and then moving on, I added this bling here in between. So that at the top. And I did the same thing, but I didn't, you know, add this or this because I wanted to add flowers. And I thought it would be a good balance if it's just, you know, this trim up here that I created. And so this here, these flowers here, let's start with the Stargazer lily right there. That one I had used the Spellbinders Die Delights right here. And I love how it cuts out and it embosses as well, as you can see. And you can use like a variety of different, you know, cardstock, and you can even like add ink to it, distress ink, to make it look more realistic. But in this case, I just wanted it to look like everything just coordinated, you know. Like just I stuck with the same color scheme. And the stamens here, I could have, you know, cut it out using the minty green cardstock, but then I didn't think about it, and this will do. Like I still like the way it looks. And then I just added like the pearl there. It's pretty easy to assemble. And then these are the doohickey dies that probably everyone is familiar with. It's the magnolia doohickeys there, and you can manipulate them to how you want it and layer them. And then I just added like the embellishment there, the bling that I had in my stash. And these petals right here, these, you know, petals there, are from the EK Success Punch, which I got at my local Joann's. So I got a big one and a small one. And these are definitely a must-have, because sometimes I don't want to, like, you know, bring out my Big Shot and die cut the flowers. This is just real quick. Like, I could just punch it out, and I have, like, you know, my flower there, my paper flower. And then I just use, like, my stylus to, like, form, you know, the petals or curl them in and stuff. Really easy. So this didn't take me long to create, just a day or a couple hours, and basically I really love the way it looks. And you know, oh, I forgot to mention, this here is from the Spellbinders, the alpha, you know, the alphas that I shared with you guys in the haul as well. I used the uppercase and the lowercase, and you know, it's really nice because it embosses as well, as you can see. And that was a good buy for me too, because you know, I can make my own wording. And with this one, at first I was going to put best friends are sisters, but then I didn't want to add too many fonts, so I just left it as best friends sisters, because sisters become best friends. So yeah, and anyways, that's pretty much it. These are my daughters, my two daughters, Jessa and Abby, when they had their photo shoot a couple months back, while, you know, when spring was coming, and you can't really see no flowers there, but yeah, it was budding actually. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I do have another video coming up, and I wanted to share with you guys a haul video next, so stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. Bye.